Okay, so we have a couple of knots to show you. The first one, stop it, is a quick release, which I talked a little bit about. I kind of alluded to the fact that it doesn't come undone very easy once they put a bunch of weight on it. So the easiest way I have to tie a quick release stop is I bring my tail up and over. I kind of have a way of always doing it the same. Bring that tail across, under, make a loop on the top side, push your rope under your tail underneath the whole rope and pull, snug her up, and you can put your tail through there if you want to make sure that if they play with them or want to get them undone, they don't have quite an easy time doing that. One thing I have found that does sort of work a little bit better with this, if I'm tying it onto something that I think she's going to be putting some tension on, like my high line maybe, I'll go around twice, whatever your loop is. So if you go around twice, go around twice, it tends to take a lot of that tension off your rope. So if you go around twice, bring your tail, flip her around, up under, you can see there what I'm doing, and pull it, snug her up. The other reason this is nice is if you're tying on something vertical and it's a pole or a tree or something and it's smooth, that second loop or that third time around will actually help put enough tension on that to snug, and it doesn't tend to want to slip down a tree as easy. One loop, they pull on it, it stretches a little bit and it wants to fall down, and then that's kind of a bad thing too. Another thing, okay, wait, before we get to that, let me show you the bank robber's knot, or maybe it's called the hitchhiker's knot. I've heard it called the John Wayne knot too. And that's just because you don't have to do this. You don't have all this tail to fish back when you're walking away. So this is kind of a, fat hitching post, but you could tie this on anything, even if it's thin. You make a loop, put your tail to the left. That's how I always have to do it anyway. Put your loop over, you bring your tail up around and kind of just put it over top of, so your tail is hanging down here. Pick that tail up, put it through the hole, and pull. Leave yourself a decent amount of loop. And that is the bank robber's knot. Now, you can put your tail through there again, that helps that. I don't know what happens to this when you put a lot of tension on it. I haven't had that happen yet, so for me, it's kind of untested, but I like to use it for just quick temporary things, tying up in a stall when I have to go do something, because when you pull it away, it just falls off. So you don't have to unwrap that tail that goes flipping around. So it's kind of minor, but it is nice if you're in a horse trailer or something and you're reaching up and you just want to put that loop through, back her around, through the other knot like that. You can get it without putting your whole tail and fishing it through. It's kind of annoying. So take that loop, layer over. I don't think I'm out of the picture. I think you can see what I got going here. So put that loop, layer over. You're just hanging it there. Bristol, cooperate, and and then pull your lead to pull that loop. And like I said, I would try to stop it. I would put that through. Yeah, it's a little faster. I guess that's why it's a bank robber's knot. You can get away fast.